Hello, all of you delightful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is 2 Point Museum. And we are using the TF Talkies because I'm going to be munching on a little bit of food tonight. So just chill and vibe with me. And yeah, transform me to your heart's content, everybody. We're going back to the Waylon Lodge, though. We're going to finish getting this hotel all up and running, and also hopefully get the, little story and whatnot done here. Because it all takes place in 2 Point County.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the finest show on radio. I hope you have your superlatives at the ready because today's audio bounty is bound to be boundless. More life-changing radio after this.
Welcome back, Rachel.
The region.
Someone is stuck in the
There you are. Hop, 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 hop.
dislodging.
Ba ba ba.
Ba 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 ba. Ah, we have a peasant. Alright, so we got the new stuff that just came in. We already have the spring on flower. And it's full knowledge, so, you know, don't really need that side of things. So we'll sell this.
Staff requires medical attention. Not this again. Museum security are watching for your safety. Do you feel safe?
How you doing there, Raijin?
I'm sleepy.
Oh, big hugs.
Expedition team leaving for thorough investigation. They may be some time.
Looks the region as well.
Sorry, everybody, one moment. Turns out Conrad needs to go now, so we're gonna... I'm just getting things taken care of there. Thanks for joining today, Conrad.
Yeah, have a good one, Conrad.
Guests are reminded that our understanding of the universe will keep being wrong.
Whoosh. Alright, so we got that sent off to try and get another one of these vampire plants to get that finished up with knowledge. And we also have a whole bunch of these that need to be finished still. An occupied chair. Let's go. Nope, not that. Send an expedition this way. Well, looks like we can't avoid a curse here. A shame. A true, true shame. Oh well.
In the gift shop, they might be
We
too.
can remove the curse later. It'll be fine. Right, Brian?
Good luck to our team departing on an expedition. I'm sure you'll need it.
Yeah, sure.
Still waking up over there? Quote for Comet's curse. Oh.
Guests are thrilled with the price of the cafe. Should we be happy about that?
I have just realized something very important. I can get another helicopter. Booyah!
Guests are reminded
Yay! Pristine quality hemogobbler plant.
that we are monitoring the exhibits.
Oh, I
Images
already
are
have
not
one.
to be on camera.
Well, fair enough.
Announcement. Stolen exhibit has been retrieved from thieves. No one takes
They
our stuff.
tried to steal an exhibit? How could you let this happen, Ido? Actually, no, I can't blame you. You did at least chase them down and get it back,
Let's
so,
take
you
a
know,
peek
good
at the
boy.
broadsheets now with today's news. Wiki Silverbottom, heir to the Silverbottom fortune, has misplaced a priceless ceramic apple.
I wasn't aware I
from
was
their
working
collection.
security.
It
Apologies.
seems the spirited chap went on a butler-aided
But I retrieved
baking
it at least.
spree, and now believes the one-of-a-kind artifact
Exactly.
is in one of many crumbles. We'll wait to see if we've lost one of the truly great works of art as he works his way from the blackberry towards the apple. Thrilling.
Okay, we need to do some training. So I'm gonna go send off to get curses removed first.
The expedition team are departing now. I'm always so glad that I don't have to go.
Sure, Gib Gab. Nether Nightmare? Oh. I don't think I'm sending anybody there.
I mean, it should be fine as long as nobody tries to sleep there. I hear beds tend to blow up.
Just a little bit, as a treat.
Some of you don't know what botany means, but you're in the right place.
Hold on, which inappropriate things is Gib Gab calling Comet?
Well, Gib Gab, you gonna come join voice and answer?
Stuck in the museum. Someone should probably help them.
That's quite a response, Keep Cap.
A wise decision.
Thank you very much for the follow, Dave. I really appreciate that.
Museum security are operating in this area. It's a bit tense, isn't it? Expedition team returning from Netherworld.
Ah, we have gotten one of these. And it's pristine quality, so I can go put it in here and put the other one apparently not there. Do we have one over here?
Announcement. Our educational merits are being inspected.
Do I really only have one analyzer? Oh wait, no, I put it over here. Yes. There it is, my pretty. Pet the fluff.
Hooray.
And hug the comet.
Ah.
Guests are reminded that dinosaur bones used to be surrounded by dinosaur.
Alrighty. You know, I've already got this one being a jack of all trades, so sure, here, have Spirit Whispering. You... Sure, take that. And I know you get survival skills. Make me proud out there.
Well, worst case scenario, I come back as Hiboku.
Oh my god. Got a whole lot of training to do.
You know, Zim, you really set yourself up for this kind of thing when you play a character that calls himself the God of Death.
I don't know what you're talking about. But when we get married, till death do us part, it will not be in the vows, just saying.
Guests are reminded
'Cause that's not the
that
end.
exhibits may show signs of wear and or tear. They're not that new.
Ah, another spider crab. Except that's not what I was hoping to find. Well, I really didn't have anything that I was particularly hoping to find here. I was just hoping for something new. Not the same old, you know? Oh, right, we need survival skills here. Yeah, I know you're cursed, but you're going on this expedition anyways.
Is the voice is it covering for everyone else?
Get off your
What's up?
phone.
There's a bit of stutter, or I don't know if that was just me, or the voice set.
If your kids won't
Oh,
get
my
into
voice was
practice,
stuttering?
Then you need SlothNet.
Yeah, you were about it a little bit.
Connection so slow, so frustrating.
I don't know if that was just my net though.
Your kids
I know
will
my
have no choice but to do something
net
else
tends to
with their
flicker,
time.
so
It could have been a momentary thing. Is it good now?
SlothNet. When
yeah, it's good.
slower
Okay.
is better.
Also funny how you say that right as the SlothNet advertisement was playing on the game.
The expedition is leaving now. Final call for wherever it is you're going. Announcement. Analysis complete. Learn anything good?
Gasp!
I know, it's me. What a surprise. I would never.
Hello, Cube Cab.
Alright, it's
Yeah.
still nightmare season here. Okay, we're not going there still.
Yeah, so you're asking what I'd call, Comet, and the short answer is,
Guests are reminded that your ticket
see, I have the feeling that Comet would do something to upset at least a few people at some point, so probably some combination of insults, swear words, and perhaps a few slurs. That's it. That's the entire answer.
Well, that was lame.
Do you want me to say them out loud?
No.
Uh-huh. That's what I thought.
I'm just gonna call him cute.
Look, if you were expecting, like, the other kind of Twitch inappropriate thing, it's simple, alright? I just get the feeling that Comet would be the kind to do something that would at least, probably, maybe, garner him a few enemies for life. Maybe.
You got an interesting opinion of him.
Yeah. Just too cute and chaotic. Something will blow up and it'll be the wrong thing.
You have Evan misconstrued as Amos.
Yeah.
I mean, possibly. Maybe.
I'd keep Gab. Not all fire types are like that.
Look at his eyes. He's
Analysis
plotting
complete.
things.
Our collective knowledge
Mischief,
has increased.
chaos.
Yeah, I'm not chaotic.
Sus.
I'm just stupid.
Oh no, not another himbo. Please. No. Also, Zim, question.
Yes.
Completely unrelated, but did you ever get a chance to look at the giant list that I sent you with the locations and Zombite for the mod stuff?
No.
Basically whenever you have a chance, so I'll figure I'd mention. I'm looking at the mod list. Whenever it gets updated to build 42, eventually someday in the history of time, all of that will be mostly irrelevant because we'd only be looking at the ones that got updated. But basically, I pulled up all the mods that there are, and I was like, which ones of these would I want to remove? Because admittedly, we basically visited like 3 of those locations at most, and there's over 10 of them. And I was like, which ones of these can I remove?
Announcement.
At least for a more like general mod pack.
Should wait for help indefinitely.
Basically, if I get a chance, just look at them and let me know, like, I want to keep these ones. Because I know you'll probably also go, like, I want to keep all of them. But also, like, there's a lot of them. And honestly, some of them do things that I sit here and go, like, is that fun? I mean, it's a cool location, but is that fun? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I get that.
Yeah. Like with
Definitely,
Chinatown, I love the...
Definitely, fun is the higher priority.
The expedition
Yeah.
team
Because,
are
like,
leaving now.
I love the Chinatown and Chinatown expansion, but also it completely blocks getting from Moldra to West Point really easily, so it's like... I mean, it's a cool area. But also it's a pain to navigate around. And it, like, blocks off one of the important routes to Louisville from Moldra, so is that really a good thing?
Analysis complete. Our collective knowledge
Probably
has
not.
increased.
I don't know. If you ever get a chance to look at it, let me know.
I will try to remember. That's kind of the biggest hindrance, is trying to remember to do that after stream and, you know, having done this all day long.
Nah, I get it. That's why I hadn't really bothered before. I was just curious if you ever given it a thought or not. Because it easily could be the kind of thing where, like, you started doing and then got distracted because... let me tell you, that's not out of character. And I don't blame you. Same. I was gonna go through more of the mod pack, and then I got distracted. The puppy started squeaking the toy outside my door, and then I went to play with her.
The gift shop is fantastic.
And then, I don't know, 3 hours had passed, and I almost burned my pizza. Not because it spent 3 hours in the oven, because I put in the last, like, 20 minutes before to, like, get it to finish, and then I forgot about it, and then I played with the puppy, and then I was like, wait, pizza. And then I got there, like, a minute after I was supposed to take it out, and it was already starting to get toasty, and I took it and was like, Alright, it's a little too toasty. And then I remember that I was supposed to do the Zomboid thing. And then I went and watched John Wick 4 with a coworker because we were supposed to finish watching the John Wick series. It is really fun watching, like, listening to someone who's never watched the John Wick series, listen to, like, or watch all of it for the first time. Such a good movie series.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. And now, Sir Nigel Reviews. Today I'll be discussing Whole Lotta Sticks, the new all-in-one fragrance and lifestyle companion
You haven't played
from
all-in-one, right, Sam?
Holistics. The organic ingredients claim to complement your natural cadence. Whatever
What?
that means.
I'm looking at... You haven't played Elden Ring, right?
Here goes.
No, I have not.
My eyes! Oh, it burns!
I need to ask, like, why is Melania's flower in the middle of your museum? Because you have, like, the weird, like, orange star thing. But, like, I don't... You won't understand because you haven't played it.
This?
Darn it.
This is the bluffing buffoon.
Yeah,
Or
it's
the
like
blooming buffoon.
It's the Scarlet Vodka Coon, clearly.
No.
Yeah.
It's circus theme.
Announcement. Analysis complete. Learn anything
Wow.
good?
It turns people into clowns.
Fearsome. Terrorizing. Bad, yeah.
Have I discovered a weakness of the gift gap?
No, that sounds weakness. I find
Oh,
clowns
fair.
mildly amusing. Well, it's just, I saw a really good act by a clown, like, a few months ago when I was, like, browsing through it, because I literally thought to myself,
What a bad guess.
clowns are always depicted as creepy, but, like, what is a clown, like, actually like? And I saw this video about, like, a clown who goes to hospitals to help entertain kids who have terminal diseases. And it's like, wow, that's actually really wholesome. What is a clown like? And the makeup is significantly less creepy, and they actually do very fun, like, little routines and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's actually really nice. On the weekends, which is, like, doubly like, wow. That's really cool. I don't know. Movies just give clowns a bad rep. Tragedy.
Is someone going to open that crate? Just saying.
Gip Gap cute.
How dare.
Because it's true.
Also, I'm now of the belief that, it's a Zerg. It's always Zerg. Whenever there's somebody and it's like, are you a furry? And they don't know. At this point, I'm gonna ask, do you like the Zerg? And introduce them to StarCraft 2, and if they like the Zerg, I'm gonna clock them immediately as a furry. Because this is like the third time that someone I know who was like, I don't know, I never really do furry stuff. And then they ended up liking the Zerg, and it turns out they're a furry in the end. It's like, ah,
Please join me in
this is
saying
my
farewell
perfect
to the
determination.
expedition
This
to
explains everything.
They may never come back.
Coworker ended up liking the Zerg. Big surprise.
Yes, you and your absolutely, definitely, 100% not boyfriend.
We are not. I have my girlfriend. I don't want another. I don't want a boyfriend.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I don't need another partner. Thank you very much. We've already discussed that. There is none of that.
Okay.
No.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I will stab you.
Absolutely. Go for it. Enjoy.
Stabbing you? Gladly.
Happy
Yeah.
no.
Look.
We would
I'm not
say
saying he
someone
deserves
worked
it.
in the ticket booth.
I'm just saying it would be
Sadly, I can't.
cathartic.
And I'm just saying you've got a work husband.
I do not.
Announcement. Analysis complete.
Okay.
Learn anything good?
Look. He's just not my type of guy. We get along well, but it's not my type of guy. It's like with you, I get along well with you. You know, it's just, you know, I'm not my kind of person, you know? Sometimes you gotta have friends you get along well with.
I see.
Not
I
everyone-
see.
Not everyone can be like your pet or like boyfriend or like sometimes you just gotta have friends around, you know? Just chill people. Like Ida,
So
who's just there all the time and is a good friend.
I understand. I understand.
Curator to open crate.
Right, Jin?
Please.
Well, this is okay. Okay, I guess at least there's eyes in there. Still very creepy fish.
Web Reaper.
Swim Reaper, a watery death.
Yeah, 4 out of 5 on the name, I guess. It was clever.
Do you mean like you've seen other fish that have no eyes? Are there... What other fish in here don't have eyes and are really creepy? So that sounds like a vibe. I want to see those.
From Netherworld.
Can't say I've seen other fish with no eyes, but I've seen fish where they're like skull is visible or something.
If they don't have eyes, I can make the
Please join me
Bloodborne
in
quote.
saying farewell to the expedition team. They may never come back.
If they don't, how am I supposed to? Or if they do, how am I supposed to? It doesn't work. Try. I want to play Blood. God, it's such a good game. Yeah,
What's
man, have you ever...
I said, what's stopping you?
I don't have a PlayStation.
Was it a PlayStation exclusive?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They're working on porting it, but for some reason it's really hard. Can't imagine why some like volunteer work completely trying to like reverse engineer one of the earliest PlayStation 4 games is having issues with it. They are. Apparently it's hard. So it was good work, but it's slow going.
Don't worry about museum surveillance. There's a camera in here, and
Like-
you don't hear.
It's just one of those games where like the vibes are right, the music, the visuals, the feel of it, and a lot of the very cool things the game does. I mean, it's still a Soulsborne game, like it still has certain elements of it, but like I haven't played it in a while, and I really want to, because what I remember loving about it is combat was a lot faster and more responsive, which just feels great whenever I sometimes play Elden Ring and I'm like, please go, this is so slow. And I'm already playing a fast build. So that was great. One of the things I still love the most is the weapons were all usable. Um, they lessened the number of weapons and they really honed a very specific playstyle. So what they did is they cut a lot of the playstyles out and they went like, okay, so we're gonna go you're gonna play this kind of playstyle. You need to be aggressive. You need to dodge. You're not gonna have shields. You're not gonna block. You're not gonna play tank. No. You're gonna play aggressive. You're gonna hit things until they die. If they hit you, you dodge their next attack and then you hit them back and you'll recover health. We encourage you to be aggressive and fast. And if you don't learn to play that way, you will suck. It will be painful. You adapt to the game, not the game to you, which is a very big opposite to how a lot of the Soulsborne games play, especially a game like Elden Ring, which is just like have all of the tools. What would you like to play? And in a weird way, I love that it did that because it just feels very what little there is in terms of the diversity feels very diverse within that like narrow section. Like Yeah, I want the very fast cane that can turn into a cane whip, which is still fairly short range and hits really fast. Yes, I would like the big heavy axe that can turn into a bigger, heavier axe. Or yeah, I would like the saw cleaver. I would like the basic weapon, please. Is it basic? Yes. Is it still really good? Yes.
Conclusion of Sir Nigel Review.
You want the saw spear?
I've had a
Cool. It's not
chance
gonna
to
work like a
rinse my
spear. You don't
eyes
hide behind a
and let the
shield. You
fragrance
better get ready
settle
to smack
in.
some
All in
people with
all,
it. Because this ain't how you normally wield a spear, and you're gonna enjoy it.
mildly offensive.
You like
I'm
this nice
somewhat
little
traumatized
longsword?
by the
Cool.
searing pain
Use
in
the
my
heavy
stomach.
mode. You
Or
can
pepper
basically
spray
put the
on
little
a
sword
possible
into a bigger
fire.
sword and turn it into a big heavy sword, and it's really cool.
Offers a range of food
You
and
like this
drink
sword?
at
Yeah,
alarmingly
turn it into a
affordable
hammer.
prices.
A big heavy hammer. Isn't that cool? So all the weapons have their 2 modes, which is cool. And both of the modes feel great. And you're not really meant to like switch around between weapons and playstyles. You're meant to like adapt your playstyle to the situation, and every weapon is basically equally viable for the entire game. Which is sick, because I can just play with the same weapon the entire game as long as I like it and I upgrade it. And that's not something that like is perfectly viable across all the Souls games, and that's really cool. I really like Bloodborne. It just feels good. And then you have stuff like, do you know what an amygdala is in
I
Bloodborne?
need to step away for a few minutes. Carry on by all means. I'll be back ASAP, everybody.
Okay.
Perfect. I'll just continue rant. I don't know. So Candy Floss, I'm talking about Bloodborne.
Picks up the
Um,
fluffy.
The fluffy.
Pet the fluffy.
Yeah.
And then the fluffy and demon flirting. PC 2 in chat. You do not escape my notice. But yeah, Bloodborne has this really cool feature called Insight. Basically because you're dealing with like nightmarish, cosmic horror, you need insight to be able to see things. If you reach 100 insight, I'm pretty sure basically the game just kills you. Or like you start gaining insanity and you have to go lower your insight, which is very funny. You can't gain too much insight or else it paints you, but if you have too little insight, then you don't see things. The game has 3 stages as the night progresses. So you have like the beginning of the night, then the middle, and then like the end of the night. Once you reach the middle of the night, there are things that were already in the game world that were basically just there but invisible that get revealed. And some of them are like these weird giant creatures crawling on the sides of buildings. And if you don't have 25 insight or you don't get to that stage in the game, you cannot see them, but they're still there. If you get close to them, they can just randomly grab you and you'll just see an invisible thing grabbing you, and then like it kills you and teleports you somewhere else. And you get thrown to like a really late game area and you have to like kind of battle your way around there and escape. And it's really cool that they like actually hammer home these ideas, and it's sick. And there's a bunch of really tough enemies that they're there, you just don't see them. If you know they're there, you can go up to them and hit them, and you can like do some really funky things and like skirt around different parts of the game. But they're just not there until you get the insight. Or if you don't get the insight, until you get to a certain part of the game where the moon progresses enough and basically the veil over a lot of this stuff gets lifted. And the fact that they tie all of the thematics into direct gameplay elements and direct elements in the game world is really sick. I love that. It's one of those like, oof, this is really cool. I love that. I love that game. Also, the music is a banger. Ludwig's Holy Blade, if you ever need a banger boss music, orchestral, dissonance craziness. It's sick. It's like musical vertigo and blasts and stings and awesomeness, and yes please, it's really cool. And the ending is you fight someone in a wheelchair. He stands up and pulls out a scythe and a shotgun.
Ah yes, Gib Gab, known baby kicker. The ending, you get to fight someone in a wheelchair.
Yes. Look, it's the meme of like, yeah, it's someone in a wheelchair, and then he stands up, and you're like, oh no, what? Hey, it's a really sick boss fight. Absolutely cool. Yeah, I like Bloodborne. I thought Bloodborne was very cool. It's still a big shame it's not ported to PC. I really wish it was. I want to play it again. It's been ages.
Well,
I am itching.
the fact that you like Bloodborne so much is why it hasn't been ported. You're not allowed to have your favorite games.
I know. It annoys me a lot.
You know, like that's just how it goes for everyone. Oh, you really, really like this game? Okay, well, we're not going to make any more of it. We're not going to release any more content for it. Instead, we'll just keep releasing the same slop that you've been playing for the past 15 years and has no gameplay to it.
That's what I think annoys me the most about it, okay? Because I thought Dark Souls 3 was a very good iteration of the Dark Souls series. I played through Dark Souls 1, I didn't find it nearly as engaging. I really need to get through Dark Souls 2. I thought Dark Souls 3 was good. I really liked it. I thought it was very clean. Going back to Dark Souls 1 from 3 felt weird. I'm not sure if I liked it, even the remastered Dark Souls version. Going to Bloodborne was what taught me to like the Soulsborne series. I really liked it. Sekiro, I got to around half of the game and then I kind of dipped on it because I have zero attention span. But I thought, when Sekiro finally clicked for me, that it was a really cool iteration of the game because it took what Bloodborne did and narrowed it down even further. A single type of weapon in combat, and you have to adapt to all of the little tools the game gives you, and the game gives you progressively more tools. It's not a novel idea, it's just executed really well, and with FromSoft particular quality and flair. And I really thought it was sick. I thought it was a cool evolution in the formula if we're going from Dark Souls and leaning more in the Bloodborne direction. And then there's Elden Ring, which, okay, Elden Ring is cool, it sold $1 gazillion, cool, whatever. But my fundamental problem with it is that it took the Dark Souls series, it put it in a giant open world, filled the open world with a bunch of stuff, and then a lot of that stuff is basically like, take this enemy, put it in there, copy paste it, it's a boss, and then put it later on in the game as a normal enemy, but also it's going to be a boss like 3 times in the game. It's just going to be variations of this with minimal changes. And we're going to do this for basically every boss in the game, except like 8 unique bosses that are like, they basically have to be unique. So there's like a ton of bosses, it's just most of them aren't actually unique or that special. A lot of the world just feels like doing busy work. I know because I basically went through almost all of it. And I honestly, in hindsight, just think I really would have preferred a smaller version of it that just narrowed down on the things I liked about Elden Ring, which is generally what FromSoft's greatest strength is, which is not a massive world that you run around in, but rather carefully crafted dungeons with very well laid out intricate patterns and puzzles and enemy placements meant to like make you explore and think and run around. Because the parts of Elden Ring that I still remember the most and that I still think I enjoy the most is not when I was running around in horseback killing like a little convoy of enemies, grabbing a chest and then running away anyway, but when I would go into like these more carefully laid out and designed areas that had very clear intention behind them, that wanted you to solve them like a puzzle or approach them like such, and even gave you multiple avenues to go through them, to the point where there's an area where you can just enter in through the back of it and take the entire dungeon out in reverse. And it completely changes the way you approach the dungeon. It's really cool. I really like that. And so it's like weird because Elden Ring feels like an interesting return to Dark Souls, but more of like a weird iteration on it, but also it like applies elements of borderline like Ubisoft level open world, where I'm like, I understand that FromSoft is a relatively small studio, all things considered, but also like, And then there's Night Rain, which is just, what if we made Elden Ring a co-op PvE with like the battle royale mechanic of the shrinking map constantly, and ramp up the pace a gazillion times. There's elements of basically a randomizer, which is kind of interesting. But also I hate that it's Elden Ring plus like weird battle royale mechanics in a PvE thing. which in paper sounds pretty cool, but also like, oh my god, it is like the same level of stress as to why I don't usually play those games. I find it somewhat enjoyable, but also like,
To keep Gap.
I'm sorry, like I have many thoughts on it. But yeah. It also saddens me that one of my other favorite games just never got a continuation. It's Ruse, The Art of Deception, a little RTS from like the early 2010s. It's really cool. It feels very different from most other RTS games I've played. I really, really like it. It is probably the game that got me into RTSs, and I absolutely adore it. It got a single DLC. I really wish it got more because I really wish it had more campaigns and content. It just really doesn't, and it really could use more. I think it's awesome. It does not feel the same way most other RTSs do in terms of their like frantic micro and very like delicate unit control and stuff. And it has a completely different focus where the focus is meant to be information warfare and deception, hence why it's called Ruse, the Art of Deception, and why the name of the game is Ruse. So cool, so you've got a little RTS game that's trying to lead more on like not just little misdirections and feints in a game that has fog of war, no, like deliberate like place a fake building here that you will only identify if you try to destroy or capture the building. And from the fake building, you can produce fake units that you can like launch at the enemy, and they look like real units until you try to shoot them. I mean, you wanna get even trickier? Send like 3 or 4 real units, plus 3 or 4 fake units. The enemy thinks the attack is twice as large as it is. They might over-respond way more than they think while you're feinting on the other side of the map with a real attack. You've just like completely bamboozled them. But also they might realize that you're sending a fake attack because when they look at the other side of the map, they see nothing, and they play a radio decryption ruse, which shows even if your units are stealthed and they don't see them, they can see the orders you're giving the unit, and suddenly they just see you order a unit to move across the other side of the map, and you go like, there's no units there. This is suspicious. Let me send a recon unit. Ah, I now see your units. And now they turn the tables on you because your surprise attack isn't a surprise attack, and they counter your fake attack, and they have units ready for your surprise attack, which you thought was going to be a surprise, but now it turns into an ambush. And that kind of thing is really cool. I barely ever see it. It saddens me because Ruse has a lot of like its own internal problems and game balance issues, which prevents it from really taking advantage of what it's meant to be instead of what it actually is. And people like to do things like gather a gazillion artillery because deception doesn't matter when you have like 200 artillery guns when you're meant to have like 5. So the game has issues. I really wish it got a second game that really refined and honed the parts of the game that I thought were really cool. And especially for someone who doesn't really enjoy the really frantic, like StarCraft 2 intense micro thing constantly. Having a game where like the singular units are a lot more impactful, or like composition of units is a lot more impactful than like the specific way you're moving around this group of 20 units. And for a game that has like a lot less lethality than like StarCraft 2, which is extremely quick and extremely lethal. A game that like kind of like slows down the pace a little and focuses on different things. I think it's a really cool RTS. And it just got completely dropped and abandoned, and the concept has never really been iterated on. It makes me incredibly salty. That game isn't even available on Steam anymore because licensing issues. So you can't buy it on Steam. You have to buy a key, and the keys are like $200 nowadays, or at least $100, because you can't get them anywhere else now. I'm sorry, Raijin. I'm also like feeling a little bit all the time for Zim. But yes, I don't cute.
Well, I was gonna say a while ago, and then you started your Bloodborne rant that lasted 20 minutes. I know Comet hasn't had a proper introduction, but for the record, he's not a himbo. He's my favorite character challenge, which is high wisdom, low intelligence. I think it's so much fun to try and portray a character that is not very smart, but is at least kind of wise.
How so? Like, what does that entail in terms of like how you portray the character?
So the reason why I like it is because like if you take the opposite approach where you have a character that has high intelligence but low wisdom, there's really not a whole lot you can do with them. Like they're smart, they know things, but they just do stupid stuff anyway because they're just going by book smart. But if you have a character that, you know, doesn't really have a lot of intelligence, doesn't have a lot of that knowledge, but they still kind of have a sort of intuitive way.
But you're rebutting that a little.
You're roboting.
What's up?
You're rebutting really hard.
Bah.
Okay, I think there we go.
Welcome back.
What was the last thing you heard before I was robot?
The word book smart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
books
so
are-
like high intelligence, low wisdom characters are like, you know, they're smart, they're book smart, but there's going to be a lot of things that they lack, you know, just in general the ability to make nuanced decisions.
Guess yeah, because normally for a lot of like TTRPG challenges, like approaching them in a puzzly way kind of also implies like to a degree a certain level of book smartiness in a lot of the solutions. So like trying to make an intuitively good decision without necessarily knowing the solution is kind of a weird one.
Well, that's part of what I mean. Like, I think if you have a character that's high intelligence, there's not very much flexibility in how you're approaching the way they portray that intelligence. You know, they're smart and they have a particular flaw in either like maybe they're not charismatic or they're not wise or other things like that. But if you do the reverse where you have someone that's really stupid but has a lot of wisdom, there's a lot of nuance in how you actually execute upon them. And I was saying for Common in particular, the goal is actually going to be he's dumb as a rock, but he has a lot of emotional intelligence. He's really going to connect with people on an empathic level and really reach through to them in that way.
I'm gonna be like, I didn't understand any of it, but I respect you. Places upon you and it makes you cry. I dig it. Oh, no one's comment joining.
There's just a game on Steam that's just called Another Farm Roguelike. Literally, that's just its title, Another Farm Roguelike.
I mean, why not? What are y'all doing to Demon? Demon's just like overheating.
I am back. So very sorry for that, everybody.
Welcome back.
I got to mark off the obligatory 20-minute egg grab ramp off the bingo card, so.
Hey, I was helping fill in time.
It was
No.
very much appreciated, yes.
Also, I now know what Rajan's gonna do with Comet. I'll get the heart things. And also, I removed like half of the dumb mods that I wanted to take off of Zomboid. I am gonna pop out because I was gonna hang out with Shane, and Shane's woken up, so you're all adorable. But
Aw, okay, bye.
we'll be fine. Tomorrow we're doing a Yora, right?
What was that?
Tomorrow we're doing a Yora, right?
Yes. Or at least I'm planning on it.
Yeah. If anything, we'll hang out tomorrow.
Can you
Well,
hear the grease
good night.
saturating
Bye.
your food as it cooks? Can you feel your arteries clog
Rajin
as
out
you
cute.
eat? Then degrease your diet with the Bungle Wind Oven. Now with 50% crispier air for that patented Bungle crunch.
Wait, what is this point?
The Bungle
Oh,
Wind
it's that.
Oven
Okay, I see what's
cuts
going
the
on.
fat, not the crunch.
Our gift shop has low,
Pet
low
Pet the
prices.
Fluffy.
It's the gift that keeps on gifting.
Yeah. Flip.
Expedition team return
So
from
cute.
Netherworld.
Such a good boy.
Guests are stuck in the museum. Someone should probably help them.
Alright, let's move that there. Spread it out just a smidge. You go over here. And this tank We're gonna put our shut shell fishies.
This should be kept in the correct climate, unlike we're doing.
Bloop. Bloop. Ah, hello there, Dave. And water heater, that's what I need. Boom.
Even do we need ticket era?
It is Geemond. Probably a good idea. So how did he get broken? I don't recall hearing anything that would have set that off.
You mean I nuzzled him a bit in chat? That
You what?
said I nuzzled him a bit in chat.
Oh, that, okay, yeah, that definitely would break him. You gotta be careful about your cuteness. Luckily,
Yeah,
you
but
got
Geeman's
Ryujin to
also-
learn from.
That's what I was gonna say. Geeman's also cute, dude, but I guess it overloaded him.
Alright, there we go. Got that all set up in there.
Yes, the dinosaurs are real, but they're
Put
not
in the cutting skink. Make sure you're good. You are. And this one. You are also good.
back from the netherworld.
Set sailfish. And you got your buzz bonus. Excellent. Oh, hello there, Glass Patron. Good to see you. I am doing well. How are you? Hi. You're good? Finally got 2 days off in a row? Oh, jeez. Well, I'm happy to hear that.
Guests are thrilled with the price of the cafe. Should we be happy about that? Analysis complete. Our collective knowledge has increased.
I'm curious what this marine bubble thing is. It's a decoration, apparently. There it is. Biologically accurate water balloon. What? Oh, it's like one of those. Okay, so that's what it is.
tat won't sell itself.
Ah, hey there, Era. Yeah, the Squeaky needs some repairs. Idle broke him.
Thieves were caught and escaped with the exhibit.
Where is my security? Get... Oh. This isn't even supposed to be over here. This is supposed to go over here.
Unopened crates are bad luck. Did you know that?
I am running out of space here for the fishies.
Can you build more tanks? Tanks are still limited.
I can.
Guess should stop feeling paranoid.
I was more meaning like I'm out of space for tanks because I need a cold water tank as well. Fitz Pocket Easel. This iconic stand stood in Margaret's studio throughout her life. It's believed to account for 28% of the county's decent artwork. Cool.
Decent artwork is a blank canvas. Okay.
What was that?
Attention.
I said decent artwork is a blank canvas, apparently. Okay.
Yeah. Best not to question it. Where's the one that I got? Ah, here she is. She wants her easel. Very well. Have your easel. Paint. Paint like you've never painted before. Mwah.
Okay, I'm a little bit free again. Did I not explain the concept of high intelligence, low wisdom, or vice versa to Gib Gab very well?
I thought you explained it well. Whether Gib Gab got it is another
He seemed very
thing.
confused.
Well, yeah, it's Gib Gab.
Announcement. Guests stuck in the museum should wait for help indefinitely.
I guess I do have a Bearmon now that I need to start thinking about.
I suppose I'll put the cold water fish tank over here.
Hi, I'm Hayley Von Trowell, and you're listening to Digging Deeper, where we delve into the world of archaeology,
Let's go ahead and
science,
sell all
the unexplained,
this.
and otherworldly cattle. In today's show, are we on the brink of discovering a new species? We are, according to Professor Carly Cauliflower Jones from the Institute of Undereducation, and author of books such as Flora and Fauna of Flower Boxes and The Evolution of the Evolution Theory, both available in obscure bookshops throughout Two Point County. More on that later. But first, here's something to get you in the mood.
Pat pat the fluffy.
Yay, pets.
Such a good boy. That's so very adorable.
Check out the deals in the gift shop. They might be too good.
Pet, 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 rub, rub, rub.
Nuzzle, nuzzle, nuzzle. And whack, 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 whack.
What have you been up to anyway, Echo? You drawing? I know
No,
you were playing
so-
balloons earlier.
I was playing Blues Boons, but I kind of stopped recently, and I was just looking over the art fight site.
Ah, finding a new target.
Just saying.
Yeah, trying to settle on something.
All right.
Museum security are watching.
Give me
your safety.
one moment.
Do you feel safe?
Gotta send some stuff to Roy.
Yes, Demon, actually, you're precisely correct.
Curator to open crate, please.
I'm looking at Junie's ref sheet, and he just puts dislikes X number 31.
Oh, what? Why?
That's why I'm confused.
Fair enough. Alright, so we got Frogmorn there. I feel like I specifically... Ah, that one does not want to share room. That's right. You get sold. I do not care to have you if you don't want to share a room.
At this time. Thank you.
And we're gonna send off another expedition. Oh, right. We should probably start by actually opening all these crates. Ah, helping hand. That is already pristine. So what was I trying to get there? Ah, right, the occupied chair.
The expedition team are departing now. I'm always so
Sell
glad I
that.
don't have to go.
Send you off to... Oh. Fine!
Still to come, Professor Carly Cauliflower Jones's claims of discovering a new species. But first, a segment of the show I like to call What's Your Theory? Where you, the listeners, have a chance to showcase your knowledge to the world. This one's from Morris in Towcap Lane. who
There we
postulates that
go.
The Earth is neither circular nor flat, but actually square-shaped, due to there being 4 corners of it. You need science when you've got idioms.
Off you go there, Robert. And open this crate. And send somebody else off to curses, curses, curses. Or I suppose Fwom. Eh?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
At least I got a laugh from Mido.
Museum security are
At
operating
least
in this
Ido
area.
finds me
It's a
funny.
bit tense, isn't it?
Well, I've learned something today. Apparently there's a Digimon themed after the Trojan horse.
That does not surprise me one bit. Have you seen the Digimon out there? Also,
Yeah,
the
but,
heck,
like-
everybody,
like-
TF me.
I was gonna say yeah, but like when like 20 of them are Agumon and Greymon.
You're not wrong. I got nothing else to add. You're not wrong.
Counterpoint: 1/20th of the Pokemon are Pikachu.
What a bad guest.
Also true. You're not wrong.
Glass Patron, I did play the Digimon card game. It is actually pretty fun.
The expedition team have returned. We now know more about wherever they went.
And I am thus far undefeated in it. Just like Magic.
expedition team are back from the Netherworld. They're alive.
Pat the fluff. A dilemma. Hunt for treasure. Yay! My greed paid off! I mean, you can send it to me, but I won't know what I'm looking at, Glass. Sorry.
Announcement. Guests stuck in the museum should wait for help indefinitely.
But yeah, my DMs are open, so people are welcome to message me. But yeah, that I just would not know what I'm looking at.
Guests should stop feeling paranoid. Unless you're
Away, got that taken care of. Send somebody back to curses, curses, curses. Remove that. Ah, the occupied chair, pristine. Wonderful.
caught vandalizing. We stopped them, obviously. Attention, the expedition team are leaving now. Please say goodbye and good riddance.
Alright, get ourselves a marketing assistant.
There's a crate on the helipad. Oh, and the expedition team.
Hi, I'm Comet. Buy my stuff.
Also good news.
Stop giving me spider crabs! Blah.
Okay. Hey, it's getting close to midnight for me, and I can feel myself getting eepy. So I'll be hopping out of voice now.
I don't.
Yeah.
The heating's broken again.
You're a very good
Before
boy,
you buy a new
and I hope you
boiler,
sleep well.
stop. Get the
Thank you.
6000 heat
I
pump
hope y'all have a
instead.
good rest of stream.
Simply
Good
strap
night.
yourself in
Sleep
and
well,
start
Ido.
pumping.
Night
The
night.
more you pump, the more you feel the burn. Double bonus. The Pumpatron 6000. You'll get so warm pumping it up, you won't even have to turn it on.
Okay, let's move these things over here.
Expedition team returning from
It's so precious how much more open and talkative Ido is now that he has the collar on.
Oh, I know, right?
What a good boy.
Very good boy.
Announcement. Our collection of science exhibits is being inspected.
Hey there, Blue Bat. What's up?
Expedition complete. So, what's in the box?
Hello there, Wing Zero. How you doing? People are really liking that emote of you there, Comet.
Well, of course, I'm awesome.
That you are. Oh, right. There's a chance of MIA unless I've got a, got 3 frickin' survival skill. I'm doing well.
Food may taste cheap, and that's because it is. Exhaustive expeditions may be exhausting. Announcement. Vandal caught in the act. What a bad guest.
I love how I've just got 3 janitors in there just all working on the upgrades simultaneously. Aww, just an epic swim reaper. Well, let's get it analyzed.
But speaking of the Digimon card game, I was tempting Ido a few days ago with all the Lugamon cards. All the full art ones are relatively cheap on eBay, except for the most recent Japanese only one, which is currently going for a couple $100s.
Oh. And what was the temptation there?
Just to get him to start collecting Lugomon cards.
Ah.
But he said he knew if he started there, he wouldn't stop at other things, so...
Yeah, I was going to say, why were you trying to get our pet addicted to cardboard crack?
I mean, some people just like collecting a very specific thing and take it very responsibly.
Mwah. All right, we finally have the captain out and about.
Without saying, but here goes. No climbing on bones, fossils, or other prehistoric memorabilia. Guests are stuck in the museum. Someone should probably help them.
You know, I'd agree, Fetch. Glass is certainly a cutie. And you all can see for yourselves over on their stream.
Right. What would you say if I told you there was a new species on Earth, possibly of...
Absolutely. Fetch, give a shout out for Glass, please.
Well, that's what Professor Carly Cauliflower Jones is claiming. While out for a country walk, she chanced upon a beast that was slightly smaller than a horse and covered in strange brown and white markings, wearing a metallic device around its neck that emitted some kind
Hey,
of sonic
Glass.
pulse as it swung
Glass.
back and
Hey.
forth. Whatever next? The creature
Guess what?
produced a deep
Guess what?
resonant mooing sound. Its face resembled a gormless dog woken by its own flatulence. The mind boggles.
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
Ra_Zim has turned the entire chat into Pokemon. They can only talk like a Pokemon of their choice for 4 minutes.
Good luck talking. Cutie.
Good luck to our team departing on an expedition. I'm sure you'll need it.
Cutie, cutie. You are a cutie. Cutie, cutie. Yes, you are. Yep. You're a cutie and you can't deny it anymore.
May not be enough information stands. Guests are feeling bemused.
Oh, so there isn't. Oh, Glass, so you just... it follows anime logic where, you just talk like, you know, they say their name over and over. Like Valerie is doing. Yeah, all of you are Pokemon. Whatever Pokemon you want. But you gotta talk like it.
Rockruff.
Mwah. Alright, let's send you back off for that.
Asking scientific questions.
Really? Still not pristine? Ugh.
Given our best theories.
Good night, Ido. And with that bloop bloop, it's over.
Analysis complete. Our collective knowledge has increased.
Good night, Ido. Mwah to you.
Yeah, exactly, Glass. You are a fummin' cutie.
Announcement. The museum has a new exhibit, but we don't know what it is yet.
Pickles Grater. Used by the undisputed greatest of all time. Interesting. However, I don't think I've got anywhere to put that. Gold mine. Entering a sealed enclosure, the team finds numerous life-sized human statues made of gold. In the center of the room is a humming orb with a handprint-shaped sensor. We're gonna press hand to it. Oh, they got sick.
Offers a range of food and
We'll have to get that fixed soon. Where did I get that, famous possession, though? I don't know, but I'll send off an expedition here.
The expedition team have returned. We'll know more the next time we go there. Restoration required on exhibit. It's no longer presentable.
Well, we got ourselves a pirate. You can hang out in there. With Captain Dredge himself. Okay, seriously, where did I find that? Oh, here it is. The Dead Air Theater.
About museum surveillance. There's a camera in here, and you don't hear me complaining.
I don't think you can, Val. I don't think you can.
Underground. Someone is stuck in the museum.
As shows go, this one has underwhelmed. But in a bid to prove it's not how you start but how you finish, here's another exciting and educational...
I will figure that out soon, Val.
Did you know that so far this year, 2 Point County has saved 1.6 gigawatts of power through renewable energy sources? Bravo,
Though
that's
I
very
might wind up ending the
Wait, it also says
stream
here that
early
the
tonight.
county
I am
lost
running
the
out of
equivalent
energy
of
fast.
1.8 gigawatts of energy as someone left a window open for the whole of February. Proof, if any were needed, that the fight against energy waste continues apace. That's all for today. Join me next time for another episode of Digging Deeper.
Attention, the expedition team are leaving now. Please say goodbye and good riddance. Announcement. Stolen exhibit has been
Still not a pristine quality one. The fluff.
retrieved from thieves. No one takes our stuff.
I know, I just don't want to end yet. Because I'm having fun. But I am also realizing that I might be, needing some extra sleep tonight. Still doesn't mean I have to like that, though.
Expedition team leaving for thorough investigation. They may be some time.
Ooh, pristine Frogborn! Will you get along with this one? You will. Hooray.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here, guys. I'm sorry for an early end today, but, well, self-care is important. And I want to give you guys the best show I can, and I am not able to do that right now. But that said, thank you everybody for joining us so far on this, joining us today for the stream. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, grabbing packs of cards to stream loots, picking up some merch over at zgfgaming.store, or just coming by and hanging out. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye bye.